It seems like very much a back to basics album in many ways, recorded in an analog way and with Butch Wavy as an old friend and producer. And if you look at the songs, Arlandria is about the place where you grew up, where you started to play drums, and Chris Novoselic, your old fellow member from Nirvana, is joining you on the I Should Have Known track.
You know, it's wild. Like a lot of we were writing the music before we started recording. You know, so we did pre-production and we'd done a bunch of demos. And musically, I had some sort of I kind of had a good idea of what I wanted the record to sound like. Knowing that we were making the record with Butch Vig, you know, Butch Vig is really good at making records. He's really good at making this certain type of record where he takes a band and he strips away all the bullshit and he finds the 2 or 3 things that are the best about their identity and their sound, and he just fucking makes it like clearer and bigger and sweeter. And so I wanted him to do that with us because we have the tendency sometimes to overcomplicate things, you know, just for the sake of musicality or the sake of being musicians. We're gonna make this fucking really tricky so that all our musician friends go like, "Whoa, dude, that was normal."
I think that's because you're a drummer at heart.
Yeah, and so it's hard for me sometimes. It's hard for me sometimes to think like, okay, the song should be shorter. It should be more simple. It should be, you know, let's make it simple. So I started writing all this music thinking like, oh, this riff is going to be fucking huge and this chorus is going to be fucking huge, but I didn't have lyrics. And then as we started recording, I was writing one song at a time because that's how we recorded. We start Monday with the drums, and then Tuesday do the guitar, and then Wednesday do the bass, Thursday, Friday, guitars, and then vocals, and by the end of the week we'd have a complete song. So I'm just writing lyrics as we're going song to song. And then after we were finished, I listened to it all. Then you could see that there's sort of a theme, and I was basically writing about the making of the album and how much nostalgia and time and, you know, Chris Novoselic is a dear friend of mine, and we've always been close, and we went through a lot of shit together, you know? So when you see him and you have that sort of personal reunion, that inspires, like, writing. And then to have kids running around fucking poking you to get you to go swimming with them, that's kind of inspiring. And then to be with Butch, who I see as like this Obi-Wan Kenobi father figure, that my life wouldn't be the way it is if it weren't for Butch Vig, you know? I owe everything to Butch, and so you're sort of inspired by that, and all of those things together make for a song like Arlandria, you know? When I'm saying like Arlandria, it's meant to be some sort of, it's meant to represent like home, you know? My sweet Virginia. I like singing about Virginia. It's my mother's name, first of all, and it's where I'm from. And so to me, it's like when I say those kind of things, it's meant to, it means like, fuck you, I'm still me, you know? I'm still me. So I think that whole thing, all of that just inspired the way the album